Good morning, students. Once again, welcome to the today's session. And today we are going to start our 7th chapter continuation, human skeletal and the nervous system. Okay, and then the topic is muscles. So last few days we have discussed about our bones, our limbs, girdles, joints, right? And today we will see about what are the muscles. Okay, now how our organs are made. The bone gives us a support, skeletal system gives us a support shape to our body. So inside that we have to cover, inside the bone we have to fill that, right or not? If you are not filling that, what will happen? You will be looking like a skeleton, right or not? So to fill that area, we need a strong tissue. It is called as a muscles. Okay. So to cover our bones, between the bones, we need a strong tissue. It is called as a muscles. So what is the definition of muscle? Muscles are the strong tissue that cover the bone. Okay, to cover our bones, we need a muscles. So the human body, we have 600 muscles. How many muscles? We have 600 muscles along with the bones. Muscles, what the muscles will do? It help us to move. It help us to move the various parts of our body. So it is very important life process. For example, the muscles present in our heart, what it will do? It will pump the blood to all over the body. If muscles are not there, what will happen? The blood circulation will not be there. And the muscles present in our stomach, it help in digestion of food. So first, what is the muscles? To fill the gap of the bones, to cover the bone, we need a strong tissue. It is called as a muscles. So totally we have 600 muscles. Okay, what the muscles will do? It helps us to move the various parts of our body and also help in other important life process. For example, muscles present in our heart help in pumping the blood, and the muscles present in the stomach. So how many type of muscles are there? So there are 3 type of muscles are there. Okay, so one is said to be the skeletal muscles, second one is called as the cardiac muscles, and third one it is called as a smooth muscles. How many muscles are there? 3 muscles: skeleton, cardiac and smooth muscles. Okay, so again there are 2 type of muscles are there: voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. So the muscles which are controlled by us, they are called as an voluntary muscles. Some of the muscles we can able to control, they are called as a voluntary muscles. And some of the muscles we can't able to control that, they are called as an involuntary muscles. Okay, first we will see the skeletal muscles. Where these muscles are present? Mainly in the legs and the arms. So the action of these muscles can be controlled by us, right? We can open our hand, we can close our mouth, so we can close our hand. We can able to move in different directions, right? We can able to control. So they are called as voluntary muscles. And second one, cardiac muscles. Where they are present? Mainly in the heart. The muscles of the heart, what they will do? It will contract to pump the blood throughout the body. We can't able to control this one, right? We can able to control the heartbeat? No. So they are called as an involuntary muscles. And then third one, smooth muscles. Where they are present? In the walls of the stomach and in intestines. So what they will do? They will break up the food and they will move to the digestive system. So they are also involuntary muscles. Okay, I'm repeating again. There are three type of muscles: skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, smooth muscles. So again they are classified into two: voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary means we can able to control this one. Involuntary means we can't able to control them. So first, skeletal muscles. These muscles where we can see mainly in the legs and the arms. Cardiac muscles mainly in the heart. Smooth muscles in the walls of stomach and intestine. Skeletal muscles are voluntary muscles. Cardiac and the smooth muscles are involuntary muscles. And then, so up to this, your skeletal system is over. That is the bones, joints, muscles. This has been over. Now we are going to see the very important topic. It is called as a nervous system. What is this? It is called as a nervous system. Very important system in our body. So which includes this nervous system? Mainly the brain, nerve and the spinal cord. What it will do? All the activities can be controlled by this nervous system. So first we are going to learn about the brain. What we are going to learn? We are going to learn about the brain. So it is the largest organ in our nervous system. So compared to the nerve and the spinal cord, the brain is the largest organ. So what it will do? Mostly all the activities, that is pumping of the blood, digestion process, respiration process, digestive system, all the system, who will control? The brain will control. So here, come to the page number 91. See the diagram there. Brain diagram. So the brain is divided into three parts. First one, it is a cerebrum. Second one is called as a cerebellum. And third one, it is a brainstem. Okay. We will learn about the cerebrum. Okay. So can you able to see the diagram? The largest part in the brain, it is called as a cerebrum. Can you able to see? Why? Why it is the largest part? Because it performs various functions. They have different type of function. What are they? Vision, that is the human eye. Smelling, hearing, speaking, writing, remembering the things. All the things, it is controlled by the cerebrum. So it is also called as a forebrain because it is the top and foremost part of the brain. Okay. So cerebrum, it is the largest part of the human brain because it performs various functions. Vision, hearing, smell, speaking, writing, remembering, all the things are done by the cerebrum. Then cerebellum, where it is present? See the diagram. Under the cerebrum, located at the bottom of the cerebrum. Okay. So if you see the diagram, first cerebrum is there. Cerebrum at the bottom, cerebellum is there, and then brainstem is there. Okay. So what is function? Mainly for maintaining the balance and the body control. Okay, maintaining all the balance, water balance, every balance and body control. Who will do? The cerebellum will do. Along with that activities, walking, hitting a cricket ball, playing a video game, all the things can be involved the cerebellum. And it is also help in controlling how long we can able to concentrate, your concentration power. Okay, your concentration power and your language department, everything control, it is the cerebellum. And the next one, brainstem. Where it is present? It is the lower part of the brain. What it will do? It will connect the brain to the spinal cord. Okay, what it will do? For regulating the functions like breathing, digestion and heartbeat. For all this function, the brainstem is useful. So today what we have learned? We have learned about the muscles, right? And then we have learned about our nervous system. and especially brain we have seen. So these are the IBL question. Try to find the answer by yourself.